Welcome back to the Morning Blend. We are all working right now to improve our collective understanding of each other. Some things are just culturally different, and our next guest is here to help explain some of those differences.
We've got JC Ellis. She is an attorney, author, and mother of three, and she's come up with a few talking points to help us understand the Black experience better. Good morning to you again, JC.
Hey, Tiffany and Molly. Good to see you.
Good to see you as well. I love this. I think this is such a great, candid conversation that so many people want to have, but they're uncomfortable or don't know how to begin it. So I'm glad that you sent this to us. So let's just kind of start with some of these things. This is truly how you believe that people can start to understand each other a little bit better, because some things truly are different culturally.
Absolutely. And I think with everything that's going on in the world, and especially the United States, sometimes we need to pause and slow down and just cut to some basics with a little humor so that we can help bridge some of the cultural divide that exists that we don't often acknowledge. And we can do that with humor.
I agree. I think humor is the best way to bridge all things, personally. Okay, so let's start. The first one is your food rules, and this is on the dish macaroni and cheese.
Yes, so humor and food are winning combinations for most people, right? It's a match. So macaroni and cheese, my daughter went to a friend's house, a white house, when we lived in Wisconsin and Memphis. And I said, what did you eat? And she's like, macaroni and cheese. And that was the main meal. That's what they had for dinner.
Yeah.
And that was to her because in the Black family, we have macaroni and cheese as a main side dish. Now, trust me when I tell you, it's a big production. Like, you get judged on your macaroni and cheese skills. If you're not the best cook in the family, you don't get asked to make the macaroni and cheese. I can share, I often get asked to make the macaroni and cheese. It's like 4 cheeses, you bake it for an hour. It's a big deal. But my daughter was like, that's what we ate for dinner. That was it. It wasn't like a side dish, right? So that was an interesting thing for her to experience.
Not just straight out of the box.
Yes. Okay. Right. So the rule on ham, and it's really no rule, but this is how, I was raised and many Black people. So we kind of eat ham really twice a year as a main celebratory feast. And those times are usually Christmas and Easter. So if I come to your house for Thanksgiving and you have a turkey and a ham, that's a little different for me because we usually serve ham. And this is, again, there's no hard, fast rules, but Easter is like the big, ham, baked ham, et cetera, and sometimes Christmas. But if you have a ham at your house for Thanksgiving, trust me, I am going to eat it. But you come to my house, you're not going to see a ham at Thanksgiving. I'm just saying. You want me to talk about yams and pumpkin pie?
Yeah, wait, is it true there's no pumpkin pie?
Girl, yes. So I'm going to tell you right now, if you bring a pumpkin pie to my house, and most of the people that I know, a Black person, they're going to re-gift it to somebody else. You bring a sweet potato pie. It's always an illusion, but it's different. And some people, I haven't met too many Black people who like pumpkin pie, but I'm sure y'all probably gonna get some letters on people saying, I like pumpkin pie. I don't know what she's talking about. These are my little JC tips. I will eat pumpkin pie, but I prefer sweet potato pie. So, the traditional Black family Thanksgiving dinner, you might have 2 turkeys, a fried turkey, a roasted turkey, of course, the macaroni and cheese, and you'll have greens. And by greens, we mean collard greens, not turnips or mustards, although you can mix them in, but we expect collard greens, cornbread stuffing. Y'all getting hungry?
Yeah, like, can I come?
Oh, yeah.
I know, right? Rolls, all of that. So the desserts are pretty standard. You'll have cakes and pies, apple pie, but no pumpkin pie. That's just not something we do. I don't know how that started, but it's just one of those things that we eat.
I'm personally with you. I do not like pumpkin pie. I don't like it with ice cream. I don't like it with whipped cream. I don't care what you put on it. I don't like it. I was introduced to sweet potato pie when I lived in Texas. I thought maybe it was a Southern thing, and maybe it is, but it is delicious and way better than pumpkin pie. Just saying. But I want you to talk.
Molly, that's what's up.
I want you to talk about grooming and hair, because there have been a lot of funny things, like memes that I've seen. I feel like they touch on this oftentimes in movies. So tell us your thoughts about it.
So the hair, I mean, we put oil in our hair. You know, we wash our hair maybe once a week, and we have to keep oil in it for it to stay healthy and moisturized. So I know white people, you wash your hair to take the oil out in most cases. Or, you know, I remember last week you guys had a segment where you talked about you don't wash it every day, maybe every other day. We wash it about once a week, right? So that's a difference. Another thing, we love lotion. So this is shea butter that you can get at the farmer's market. Girl, we head to toe. We might take a 5-minute shower and we spend 20 minutes moisturizing with some kind of lotion, you know, whatever it is. That's like a big deal for us. We oil it down. We don't like to be ashy. So you might hear a black person say, "Oh, if she's so ashy," that means you need some lotion. You need some moisture. And the whole hair thing, like my daughter has beautiful braids that she wears as a protective style so she can focus on school. And we were at a doctor's appointment and the nurse just reached out and touched her braids. And it was fine. You know, we talked about the protective style and that her natural hair is braided in with the extensions. But as a rule, if you want to touch them, just kind of ask, right? Like if you were expecting a baby and someone comes up and pats your stomach, that might be a little much. But you just ask, "Oh, do you mind if I touch your hair? Because I've never felt this style." So right now, as we're all trying to learn more about each other, I think we should encourage that, but you want to have some boundaries.
That's great. We ran out of time. You had so many other good ones, so I hope you'll come back and chat a little bit more and talk about it so we can continue this bridge of communication.
Thanks, guys. Anytime.
Good to see you, JC.
Love seeing you.